Okay, we have the marinade mixed in, lots of black pepper, Worcester sauce, soya sauce, onion flakes, garlic powder. What am I missing? I know I'm missing stuff. I also put some general seasonings in there. So we're gonna let that sit overnight, and hopefully all the mushrooms will be done soon enough that we can start this in the morning and it'll be ready by dinner time tomorrow. Stay tuned. So while the mushrooms were dehydrating all night, the beef was busy marinating all night. And yeah, we have been I have been putting them on the blue shop towels. I like these best. I'm married to a heavy duty mechanic, but they work really well because they don't leave anything behind. And I'm just going to sort of make sure that they get the last of the moisture off. And then we're going to start racking these all up as best we can. So I'm going to start doing this, and I'll come back to you when this is all kind of racked up or close to it. If I have, you notice, by the way, that all of the meat here has a nice, oh, there's some of the fat there, has a nice brown color to it, and that's what you want. If you have any pink left whatsoever in your meat, then it hasn't marinated in the right ingredients. This is the color you want. This is beautiful. All right, so let me get this racked up and I'll continue in a minute. Okay. You may have noticed also that the pieces are anything but even, but that's the beauty of it, is you've got all these different shapes and sizes, which is nice. They're all pretty much the same thickness. There's going to be some inconsistencies because as much as I try to be perfect with a knife, I'm not. But it's almost like playing, I don't know, Tetra, where you want to space them out without touching each other. And it's picking, the right pieces as you go to kind of make that work. And don't worry if it's not perfect. It's not going to be. As long as you got space and they're not touching each other, that's all right. Wasted space, it just means more airflow, better drying. All right, I'm going to keep going. Okay, so I just kind of want to give you an update because I did a sneak peek and I want to share this with you. It's been about an hour, and already the pieces are looking like they're doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing. The aroma in here is just unbelievable. I'm loving this. Anyway, okay, so lid's back on. We're just gonna leave that be, but here's my OCD thing. I get really annoyed when I have empty racks. It's like they're just sitting there doing nothing. I mean, the little one is busy doing apple cinnamon chips. I'm happy with that. That's great. It can take its sweet time. But when I've got all these empty racks, I just go a little bazooki. So I'm in experiment mode. We buy things from Costco where you get them in the oversized bag. They'll call it supersized bags. Okay. And I like organic yam fries once in a while. And you're right. I should just grab a yam and just do it up, right? But I'm lazy. It's nice every once in a while to just kind of sort of cheat, and that's what I did. But when you have so many of them in the freezer that there's going to come a point in time you got to throw them out, I'm questioning, can I dehydrate these things? So what I'm doing is I'm letting them thaw on this rack because obviously they've been blanched or pre-steamed or whatever prior, so all of that's taken care of. But I don't want to change the temperature of what's going on with the jerky. So I'm going to let that come up to room temperature. And then I'm going to throw those two racks up on top of the jerky. And that's going to infuse some flavor into these fries that if they dehydrate, what an awesome way to save food, right? Again, an OCD thing that I have is wasted food. I go bazooki when I have to throw food out. It's just the way I am. So let's just see how this goes. And if it works out and you have a dehydrator or you can use your oven to dehydrate, this might be a way to save some money because groceries, they're not cheap these days. All right. I don't have to tell you that. You know. Okay. Keep you posted. Bye for now. Yeah, we're at about the 5-hour mark. I just shut the machine off for a little bit so you can actually hear me. And I'm just going to show you a few different size pieces that are happening here. I'm thinking we got a little ways to go, and I pulled a few more racks down here just so that you can They're going to be, like I said, different shapes and sizes. See, this one looks like it's pretty close to done because it's nice and thin. It's got the bendy, but it's just on the thicker end. It's still a little bit too wet, so that just fell apart. So I guess I'm going to have to sample this piece. Oh, darn. I won't speak with my mouth full, so I'll just wait. I've already been sampling the little itty bitty teeny bits. That's why there's not any little micro pieces anymore. Because they cooked up first, or hydrated, or dehydrated, I should say, first. There's another little tiny piece I just might sneak later. But yeah, we're just going to let some of these bigger, thicker pieces go there. They're getting there. They're looking beautiful. I'm really loving it, and I can't wait to dig into this later on. So stay with me, and we'll munch on this together later. Yeah, bye. We're at the seven hour mark, yeah, about there, and I'm doing what's called a bend test, where you take a piece and you bend it, and it should bend without breaking, but yeah, and that seems to be just about right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of the thinner pieces off. Some of the thicker pieces, you can see it's still wet, so I want to give that longer as well. Again, this one was a bit thicker, but the thinner pieces seem to be, where, let's look at this little one here, for example. That one is looking a lot drier, so I'm thinking I want to give this just a little bit longer. The piece that I bend tested with, that one's pretty dry, so I think I'm going to pull that one off, and I'm going to go through the racks and look for the dry pieces, and the rest can keep going for a little longer. By the way, I've been testing this stuff, tasting it. How else do you test it? As we go, and you would not believe how good this tastes. I'm really excited. So yeah, if you're gonna do it, make as much as you can, because it's freeze it, you can save it, and yeah, need I tell you? You know what to do with beef jerky. All right, thanks. Talk to you soon. That here is about half of the jerky that I've smoked. You can see it's looking pretty good. It's got a nice color, nice texture, and incredible flavor. The other half is still on its finishing touches. Just I really didn't want to have that sound going while I'm showing you this. So that's pretty much how the rest of it is going to look. And I've just got to tell you, if you haven't done this before, give it a try. If you don't have a dehydrator, you can still do it in the oven. Or, yeah, you can figure something out, but holy smokes, is this good. All right, I thank you for following me on this journey. It's a first for me, and if you haven't tried something like this, maybe my bumbling my way through this is encouraging for you. Let me know what you think. If I could do something different or better, I'm always open to comments, so let me know. Thanks. Bye for now. Hey guys, it's the next day, day after, oh geez, dehydrating all this beef jerky. It took me till about 9 o'clock last night. Some of the pieces were a bit thicker, and you can see that it did cool off, and there's some grease kind of on the bag, so this is why I haven't vacuum packed it yet. They actually suggest, some of the experts that are out there, is let it set for a day or two and then vacuum pack it. So that's what I'm going to be doing next. I won't be dehydrating anything for a little while till I get caught up with that sort of stuff. But while I am doing that, if you think of anything that you'd like to see me dehydrate, let me know in the comments below. That would be really helpful for me. Okay, while I was doing this, something else that I did just for fun is I was going through my freezer looking for things that are close to their best before or expiry dates or whatever you want to call them, looking for things to dehydrate rather than throw out. And, you know, I always buy the big bags of organic peas and corn at Costco, but when there's only, you know, two of you and one of you is the only one that eats corn, I decided that rather than, you know, do what I usually do, you know, throw half of it to the garbage for freezer burn, I would actually put it on a fruit roll-up tray and dehydrate it. So I actually threw paper towels down on cookie sheets and spread it out on that so that it would thaw, the water would soak into the towels, and once they got up to room temperature, then I threw it on this fruit roll-up mat. That's really all it is, on top of a rack, and threw that on once it was room temperature. And as you can see, it's super dry, and I can pack that away, and I can throw that into any kind of a dish later on once I rehydrate it. So I'd rather do that than throw it out. So the other thing that I promised you I would get back to is that thing of the yam fries. Well, I actually ate one whole tray already. They're good. They do taste commercial if you use the frozen ones like I did. I just let them come to room temperature, and then I brought it right up to the crisp factor there. You can see it's even hollowish on the inside. And they're very tasty. You can taste the oil on it. I guess that's how they come when you buy them pre-done. I would actually suggest making them from scratch yourself. But again, in the name of food saving, if you have fries or yam fries that you don't want to see them freeze or burned and thrown out, you can do this and then package them up, and they're kind of yummy to snack on later on. Try it. You see what you think. Okay, that's all I've got for you guys. I'm probably going to take a few days off, so I'll be looking for your comments to see what you want to see. Pardon me. See what you want for me to freeze dry next. And thanks for following me. I am really thrilled that I've even inspired some of you to start doing some of this stuff. That's so exciting for me. Thanks, guys. Let me know what you think and how it turns out with the projects that you're doing. Thanks. Bye for now.